Good evening and welcome to Tighten Up Tuesday. That's B-Phlat chicken winging into your life in Philadelphia at Flat Out Funny on Instagram. I'm Insta Denman. I'm Chris Denman. I'm in St. Louis at Insta Denman on Instagram. It's a DIY and comedy show your great aunt warned you about. Big show tonight. I feel like something's about to happen. There's been some planning going on. Let us know how you're feeling in the live chat. Let's have a great show. Sounds of Noel providing the beats. Something's happening in the studio. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's Deja coming out from behind the engineering desk. She's here. She dances. I appreciate. Look at that. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a tight show. The music stopped. It didn't stop. Great work, Deja. Deja hitting the hot spots, by the way. What have you been teaching her, B?
Get the hot spot. Get it right. Get it right. Get it.
Good evening, B. Your live chat's popping. Kiana Maria, Missy Shue, Miguel, Pack 93, Jamie Jones is in here. Sassy 81, Vanessa. Hey now.
Oh, we got some new people in the chat. I like when people come from behind the scenes, hit me with a two-piece and be like, yo, I'm in the chat. I get a lot of emails, a lot of DMs, a lot of texts saying, I'm not in the chat, but I'm a this and I'm a that. So it's good to see some people just coming from behind the scenes and being like, okay, now I'm in the chat.
I love it.
Join the Tighten Up Tuesday party. Chris, you never knew that learning could be so fun. Did you?
I'm still waiting to learn something. When does that start?
You're right, because you ain't did not one of the projects on Tighten Up Tuesday. You ain't even said, B, come in here into the office and hook up this little cubby hole spot. Or do a little something here. No, you're right.
No, you turned my office into your storage shed. I've got your flags 10 feet behind me.
Good, because I sure was going to ask you about that. You know, I had already made a note. I was going to hit up Mark. Key was all like, oh, I took the flag down to Chris. Chris got it. Mark got the other one. Make sure we got our Picasso flags.
Yeah, it's important.
Very important. So anyway, let me go on and jump right into it for those of you who's joining us new tonight. Welcome to Tighten Up Tuesday, the tight-ass podcast where we flip shit and make it fly.
Boy, do you.
Plain and simple. Flip shit and make it fly. Live. And Chris, you know what?
Yes,
listen, even when you think, let me take that out and quit being ghetto.
Yeah, did you get a fake tooth? What was that?
So I have a Ricola. Thank you. That Solange gave me a pack in my nice gift bag.
Solange looking out.
You know, I always got a bowl of ginger mints, ginger candies, and Ricola right over there in that red bowl.
That's how you're living.
I will never run out between my subscription with Miss Verna coming in Amazon. Solange hooking me up. Dennis's a lady he trained. She gave me 5 bags of ginger.
Okay, I interrupted you. What were you about to say? What were you saying?
Don't send me no more ginger mints. I'm good on the ginger mints, and I'm good on the ginger juice. I was going to say, April is a great month. Obviously, it's my birthday month. And of course, you know, I got to show some love to Mighty Kind. They extended our discount. They upped it to 20%, and they extended it through the month of April in honor of my birthday. So, of course, you know, I'm giving a shout out to our sponsor, Mighty Kind.
Love it.
And I want to let people know, Chris, that we are having a can wrapped, and we will be taking pre-orders for the Mighty Kind Picasso can.
Is it the B-Phlat doing the splits?
No, it's just our Picasso logo on it. I'm keeping it simple. I'm saving
missed opportunity.
Shirt. I'm saving the splits for the t-shirt, which is another announcement. So yeah, we're gonna on the Mighty Kind can during the festival.
Well, congrats. That's great.
you. So we're going to be taking pre-orders. We'll let people know when that comes about so that they can have a commemorative Picasso can. That's going to be so dope. So, of course, Quincy will be working on the artwork for that, getting the recognition. And it's just going to say B-Phlat.com on there. Picasso, created by Quincy and B-Phlat.com.
Exciting times.
Thank you. So, yes, shout out again to Mighty Kind. And, of course, a shout out to Daphne and a shout out to Lauren. Lauren provides the amazing music on this show. Daphne's an amazing writer, an amazing assistant, and hopefully she'll be jumping on our committee meeting tomorrow because we have a lot of writing and things that I need her to look over on our Eventbrite page and the launch of our registration and all that good stuff. So we have some, language we want to make sure is clean and clear. Some loose ends to tie up with like people at Midcoast Media and the hotel and just a few things we want to tie up.
A couple things.
Not that we're waiting on anyone, but just tweaking some things, as I would say.
Okay.
All right. Let me go and jump into my shout outs, Chris. Now, before I get started with my shout outs, Chris, do you have any shout outs you want to?
Shout outs?
Yeah, I'm just checking because this is the B-Phlat and Chris Deasy show.
Oh, is it? Is that right?
Well, I'm just checking with all of WWF photos or whatever you was.
I show one photo of Deja and Hermela, hardworking folks, and I'm drugged through the mud. You know what? How about a shout out? How about a shout out to my mom? It's her birthday Friday, so there you go.
I knew I loved Joni. She's an Aries. A shout out to Joni.
That's right.
See, you got to get on the Aries vibe.
What does that mean? I spent the weekend with my mom. I'll see her. We'll celebrate her birthday when she's back from ditching me.
Because, Aries people are loose. We vibe. We just go.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were funny, not fun.
When we kick back, like they say, work hard, play hard. I work hard, not play hard. I am funny, but I'm about my business. But when I'm having a good time, you know how I get down to St. Louis? What? I be at all the spots, kicking it with people that I know, family, just having a good time. My St. Louis family.
Well, here, hang on. Looks like we got a buffer going on. Deja, you see that?
Is it with me?
I'm not sure what the deal is. We're going to figure this out.
Oh.
Could be our internet. Huh.
It must be y'all internet because I know it ain't my internet.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Checking into it. We had some storms here earlier. I know that.
Damn.
Yeah, if this affects the live stream, we can always. Here, go to one screen, and let me see if I can mess around. Yeah, we're.
So you're looking at it live on your phone?
Yeah, I'm checking it out. We're definitely buffering, so I'm gonna go check this out. B, you can just chill. Hang on.
So can I move on through the show, or what the hell do that mean? Just chill. We got a show to do. I don't know what that means, Deja. Deja, ain't that a bitch?
I'm still here.
I'm about to say somebody better say something because I'm about to be like I don't know what the fuck to do. So Deja, are you working with Chris?
Yes, we're working on trying to figure out what's going on. I've been trying to figure it out though myself for a minute. So if you all could just bear with us.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I'll talk about some things that we're working on and give people some updates, and then we can get back to where we need to be, if that's need be.
Over here.
Where?
All of this just blowing my high, ain't got nothing to smoke. Lord have mercy. That was some good ass wine. Well, while they're doing that, I'll be doing this. I'm going to give people some great updates regarding the website. One, we are definitely launching next Monday, April 8th. We needed some time to tweak some things. Plus, I have to let the committee members look at the pages, make sure the spelling and all that good stuff is working. And I hope that people can hear me saying all this while they doing that, and I ain't just talking to myself, because then I'm gonna be mad and have to repeat this shit again. But anyway, so I'm just gonna keep going on and on with it, like Stanley Jordan, who never finishes a sentence. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, just look him up. Anyway, we're going to launch next Monday. So get your shit together. Be ready to register for both packages. And remember, the staycation at the 21C Museum Hotel is different from the Picasso package. So we have the Picasso registration package and we have the staycation. Put them together. It's a great weekend. So, Chris, were you all able to figure out what was going on?
Yeah, I think we've had some storms and stuff here. It was something with the internet, but it seems like it's going. So we got it.
All that you just said, did people hear me, or was I just like talking to the wind?
Just now, people heard you. Yeah. It was clearing up. Yeah.
That'll work. Well, with that
Pack 93 said Whitley wattage cut off their services. Pay the bill, Two Funny Mamas. Nope.
Chris, is it raining there bad now?
It was bad last night. I don't think it's raining right now. It's been weird because it's been storming, and then it's been like gray here all day, and then it was lightning like crazy the last few nights. Like, yeah, it was weird.
I saw on the news there was supposed to be hail and all kind of crazy shit going on.
Oh, there was hail. Yeah, we had shout out to Brian Owens. He's a great musician from here in town. He lives in Ferguson, and he had a picture of a golf ball piece of hail in his hand from yeah.
The hail is always hitting St. Louis. I'm glad we don't get that in Philadelphia. Thank you, Jesus.
Hail no. So, all right, let's keep it pushing.
Let me go ahead and do some quick shout outs. Let me do a quick shout out to my Sophisticated Ignorance show in Harlem. I had an amazing time. People coming on stage, helping out. The first 20 minutes of the show was like covers, and all the songs mean something throughout the comedy show. And it was just so fun giving out the t-shirts, having my backup help, and it was fun, Chris.
I heard it was great. I heard it was very funny.
It was very funny.
Who's this?
That's Shawnee. Shawnee is the person who lived in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And I'm glad they drove all the way up to New York to see me, and they stayed for both nights.
Wow.
Cherry Hill is right here in Philadelphia. It's like right across the water. It's a really nice suburban area. And she came up, and that's whose Frugal Flip I'm going to be doing.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it was nice to meet her, and she's coming up. I mean, she came up with her family. It was like 5 or 6 of them. Wow. And we had an amazing time. So
no, I got a message saying you were hilarious. I'm sad I was going to try and go, but I have a project I have to fly to Baltimore for Thursday for, so it just didn't work out. But that's amazing. So you're feeling good, and it went well both nights, huh?
Yes, and my one woman show was amazing, and then even the second night was amazing because I did a whole different show, new material, and people were like, "Oh my God, I never heard that." Because I like to review my shows and make sure I'm giving you something different. And I've been at the comedy club. This is my 4 times.
Wow. Yeah,
since in like the last 6 months. Exactly. So that's why I was like, I want to make sure I just do different stuff. So this was a couple, Deidre and Joe. They definitely let me know they flew in from Dallas to see me because they missed me at T-Ball. I love couples like them. They remind me of my neighbors who drove from Philly to Atlanta to see one of my shows.
They're just living life, huh?
Yeah, just living life. And they were like, we came all the way from down. We missed you when you were down. So I had to bring them to the stage. I was like, oh, y'all got to come to the stage. Because if people came all the way from Dallas to see me, that means people in New York get y'all funky ass on the subway, 2 stops on the A train.
Well, shout out to them. That's incredible. Everybody looks nice. It looks like fun.
Yes, she had an amazing outfit. I was enthralled. I was very happy that they came in to see me all the way from Dallas. So
it's incredible.
That's why I had an amazing show. So here's the funny thing. Solange is in the blue shirt with her friend Mona on the right. In the middle is my man London, and if you watch him, he's on Raising Canaan, Power Book Raising Canaan. He plays Uncle Marvin.
Nice.
So funny because he was supposed to do the tighten up. I'm sorry, the watch party Zoom thing with Levette, and he couldn't do it because he's shooting. So I had to have a backup, which was Trisha, and it was so funny that they met him. And he had just texted me and told me that he had got his Mighty Kind. He was going out to dinner and hanging with some people. He was going to try and catch one of the shows. And they end up being at the restaurant that he was at. Isn't that wild?
That's incredible.
I was like, I didn't know you knew him. So I threw up a picture.
Oh, Solange is nice.
Of us in the airport. If Deja could show that next photo. This is us on our way to Cayman Island.
Oh, wow.
Comedians, we had a show down there. So it's funny, I've been knowing him for at least like 20 years now. So yes, he's going to be our next person. Hopefully things like, I don't want to say who the other person is, but yeah, he definitely committed to doing our next watch party, which will be on June 26th. So I'm going to announce the winner on June 11th. But yeah, he was like, yeah, I met your girls, because he sent me a really nice voice message yesterday saying, I got the Mighty Kind shirts.
Oh, wow.
He said, yeah, because he was supposed to have that to be on the watch party, but he didn't get to rap in time. He's still shooting the show.
Right.
But it's done in June, so.
Very nice. Oh, look at this.
Solange at the show. She's so amazing. She always gives me amazing gifts. And I love that about her because they always have a meaning, and I have to read. And then I love that she does this. She laminates everything. See, this is how I know she's about.
So nice.
Yeah, because she knows this stuff goes in my scrapbook, and eventually I'm gonna have to get the pages laminated. But she laminates everything that she sends me, so when I put it in the scrapbook, it's already ready to be pressed. So let me just show you what Solange gave me. Look at that. This heavy ass bag. I had to have somebody else carry it. I was like, what is in this bag? 3 bottles of wine.
I wasn't even making a joke. I thought that was Trump on that wine bottle, but it's that 19 Crimes, which is kind of funny. And I wasn't even meaning to.
It says, why the list? 19 Crimes, Red Cali Snoop, and the limited edition in honor of the white boy on the team.
Hilarious.
That's Suge White in the building. But yeah, you see, I got ginger chews. It was stuff inside that jar. That jar is amazing. It is so fly. I put it in my yoga room already. A candle, tea, mouth rinse, money. And she's like, oh, this is my Cash App, it's payback. And then she donated to me and Dennis's date night fund. Scented candle.
Who is this from?
Solange Lewis. She lives in New York. She comes to all.
No. She gave the review. That's so nice. That's wonderful.
Yeah. So she hooked me up, and those Ricola are the ones that I'm sucking on now, and they're over there in the bowl along with all the other stuff. But yeah, that bag was heavy as hell. I could not carry it. I was like, what the hell is in this bag?
I gotta. When you tell me when you want to hear some comments, we got people.
Because I gotta do my Cash App dance.
You certainly do.
Yes.
We were giving Deja some trouble earlier.
So you were giving Deja some
trouble. We as a group were giving Deja some trouble. Looks like her mom's tuned in.
Oh, then you better not be saying all that stuff you were talking about at
First of all, nothing but respect. Why hasn't Deja's mom wants to know why? Okay, I go. This is Deja's mom, Chris. Ask your why. There's a misspelling. Me. Ask your mom. Why don't you ask your mom to come to your work with you like Deja? She hasn't asked me in a while. Why not, Deja?
I'll tell you, Gladys, because her and Chris be cutting up between 8:30 and 9 o'clock before the show start, talking crazy, and they think I don't be hearing them on the mic when I log in.
Oh, Paul.
And then they'd be like, hey, B. And I'd be like, what you talking about, Willis?
So, I have not brought my mom because I just don't think that I can bring her. And so I don't bring her with me.
You brought her once.
Well,
Yeah,
Deja,
one time we had somewhere to go.
you would not be yourself if your mom was in the studio.
And then
I think if we have a mom lounge here, I think that's kind of funny.
Chris, you would not be yourself if your mama was in the studio either. And then it would be
I
all corny. It would be all corny before the show start.
hi mom, hi dad.
I I'm the wrong
Sorry,
person. I kicked my mom off the stage at the Too Funny Mama show last year, so I'm the wrong person.
you can do that on Mother's Day on Monday. Bring moms to work day.
There you
Day after
go.
day. And then
Well,
after
shout out
that,
to Barbara.
moms at work.
Couple more. To Michael.
Williams in Atlanta.
Hey, B-Flat and Chris, tell B-Flat that so now I'm delivering. B-Flat never responded to my text concerning I don't know why this is funny. Picasso celebration in September in St. Louis from To Michael and the great ATL. Thanks for tuning in, To Michael.
Well, I know to Michael and her daughter want to come, and I will respond to your
Good.
I've been working like a slave with Kiki and Quincy and Rhoda, just trying to pull everything together so that our website can launch and registration. And we just got the hotel link today, so that it's called Picasso Kickback. So all that stuff has to go up on the website, and we don't want to rush it. We just want to make sure everything is right and not like last year where registration was kind of confusing. This year seems to be very simple, and it's a lot of verbiage that we have to write for Eventbrite though, but we're making it attractive because remember, we're really trying to attract St. Louis people that are already there to come and enjoy a staycation with us and just kick it and enjoy the whole Picasso Music Festival weekend. So to Michael, I got you, girl. I got you. Tomorrow is my day to work on all that. Tuesdays is dedicated to Tuesdays. You know what it is. You know what is info. So I got you when I get back to business in the morning. Any more comments, Chris?
So many. Luli is in the house. Cheryl Morrow saying hey.
Hey, Cheryl.
V Frazier's in the house. Forever C says hi Tut. Chris got his hair did.
Yeah, that's what I said when you first came on, Chris.
That's right. Quincy's in the house. Sick in the Head's in the house. Pat S. All kinds of folks having a good time. So love everybody tuning in, and we'll keep it pushing.
Well, let's keep it pushing because I'd like to show these watch party review videos. I know that people are gearing up for their watch parties. So you have between now and June 11th to get your watch parties together. It's not about just doing it one time. It's about the frequency, how often you do it. You don't have to have the same amount of people every time you do the watch party. Remember, all you got to do is get your people together, have them hold up a sign if they're in different locations, if you don't want them in your house. If you don't want to host a party like Yvette did, just say, look, y'all part of my watch party. On this date, we're all going to hold up signs. We're going to send them to B and let them know we're watching Tighten Up Tuesday. Pay your $10. So it's the frequency between now and June, which will determine if you win the Zoom party. And our Zoom party was off the chain, Chris. We had a good time. I'm so glad Trisha came on as a backup for London. And as people know now, he'll be the next guest. Let's just keep praying on that. And we had a great time. That word game is off the chain. And I love that we did the teams, and it was fun, and I was drunk. Everybody was a little tipsy. So I want to show a couple reviews. I like that I got reviews for this. So thank you, Deja.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everyone. We just completed our watch party for my friend Lavette Bostic with the beautiful and bodacious B-Phlat. Thank you, Miss B, for a wonderful time. We had so much fun. We laughed, we played games, we even had a surprise guest. It was awesome and amazing. Thank you so much, Miss B, for flipping it and making it fly for us. What an awesome experience.
Yeah, I want people to start their watch parties. So let me just show the next one. I'm glad I got these good reviews. I definitely posted them on social media to let people know. They're fun. We had a nice time. Shout out to Mighty Time for sponsoring. Oh, can we hear the volume on that?
Party.
Here, start over.
funny.
Okay.
She's just hilarious.
Thank you, Deja.
Hey guys, attended a great party last night. It was a Picasso style Zoom party. B is so funny. She's just hilarious and down to earth. Oh gosh,
Well,
she's
she's
just
fine.
too funny. And we had a celebrity guest. Trisha Mann Gant was our celebrity guest. And
Grant.
she just got together and told us her story, and we could ask her questions. We played games last night, had a little sip. Oh, it was great.
Juanita, these people? Juanita looks very nice. How are you getting the woman before as well? Like, what's you seem to be delivering somehow.
I'm doing it, and Levette's friend, I was bugging that Juanita was doing it from her job at the bank.
That's
I'm
great.
Like, nobody saw her, or they don't say shit to her. Because I remember when Joyce in the video when she was at work for the post office, she was all like, uniform on. I'm like, Lord, these people better quit tripping on these videos at work. But yes, I'm glad we had a good time, Chris. So I'm looking forward to the next watch party. Who knows who the winner is going to be? I know I have like 4 people now that are putting their watch parties together. So I need to start seeing some signs. They need to get them started. They got between now and June. I need to start seeing them. They need to be like, yo, B, this is what I'm doing, so I can put it together. So if you need more information, if you're not quite clear on what you need to do, you can email me at frugalflip@gmail.com.
Please don't email Frugal Philip. We've moved past that.
Chris, we have moved past that. You know you ain't got to say that no more. That ain't the new people don't even know about Frugal Philip.
He was a bad dude.
It was you, Chris. It was you. So we have a committee meeting tomorrow, which is going to be so fun and interesting. I love our committee meetings. They're so informative. I have a lot to go over. I sent the agenda out today and the Zoom link. If someone did not get it, please make sure you hit me up and let me know. But yes, we are getting prepared for that for tomorrow, 8 p.m. EST. Committee members, y'all know what it is. 4 down. And I don't know how many more to go. I ain't even counting until we get to where we got to be. So there you have it. And then last but not least, I just want to show everybody the amazing work that Quincy is doing. Keeping in terms of design work, pumping our shit up, making it look fly, just tweaking our things to make it look like it's in conjunction with the music festival like we did last year with the colors. So Deja, go on and show Quincy amazing work on our kickback flyer. We have some tweaking to do on that. You'll see the final on it because we have to clean up the script. Quincy and I totally forget that, these young people nowadays can't read cursive. So we got to clean that up at the bottom.
There are 740 different fonts on this flyer. My brain is about to explode.
Tweaking it. Quincy,
I love Quincy. Quincy. We got to talk about it. I'm identifying 943 different fonts on this.
You got to talk about it because Chris don't have no say-so over what the kickback flyer looks like. Me and Quincy
I'll read it. I'll read every damn line.
We already had a discussion on the things that he has to tweak and how we're going to clean it up. But I just like what he's doing on it.
Of course, Quincy's great.
Scheme and how he's amazing. You always got something funky to say.
That's not the funky. My brain's about to explode because there's 900 fonts.
Anyway, thank you, Quincy, for the lovely work. You cannot complain about what is free.
I just read Quincy's comment, said a lot of twerking. He said a lot of tweaking, y'all. But Quincy parties, so it could be twerking.
Well, let me go. I got a Cash App battle to shout out, and then I'm going to do my Cash App dance, jump into my flash rag. Of course, I'm doing my dance for Ruth, Irina, and Tina. And, of course, all of my early battle people. And I do want to let Phyllis know she got kicked out of first place. I'm sorry, Verna jumped in these last 2 weeks. She's been Cash Apping earlier than Phyllis. So she's like in the lead. They on this next day, Saturday, Sunday.
Would you say they on that?
They on that. They just like Mighty Kind on that. It's a whole nation. We can be on different things.
Mm-hmm.
We're a nation. So right now we on that, and then you never know what we on next.
We could be a buddy cop movie. Both got the fresh hair, black outfits.
Let me give a shout out to Kathy Rachel because she came in second right after
Just
after Verna because Chris talking crazy.
Jamie says my commentary is not needed. I agree.
Thank you, Jamie. Dr. Jamie. You better address her right. Don't be talking about no thank you, Jamie. Dr. Jamie.
Apparently, and by the way, if it buffers, I apologize, but pull it forward. It looks like it's going good. If you are seeing a buffer, I apologize. It's the internet. I don't know what else to do. So we'll keep it pushing.
Well, shout out to Lavette, Lori Carter, Irene always giving me money for the weed, Quincy showing love in the Cash App, and we have a new Cash App person. Shout out to Alice Jackson Morris. She donated to the next flip. So in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing the Cash App report. Phyllis is going to be at the top, and I'm going to let everybody know where she is because she's been donating since last September for the kickback.
Nice.
Going to step their game up. So with that being said, shout out to Rhoda, who's doing an amazing job. She sent me all the stuff for our trademarking. I'm doing that early in the morning, paying the fees and paying for our registration, our EIN number with the IRS, all of that. So if people want to donate to that, please do so. We are trademarking 5 names right now, even though we have 8 on deck. They're $50 a trademark, Chris. But we're going with the 5 that make the most sense, like Tighten Up Tuesday, Picasso, Frugal Flip, things that we, those kind of things. Smoke is the titles that we use the most. We want to make sure nobody gets them. So I'm doing all of that in the AM and our registration so that we can be Picasso LLC. Who knows, 10 years from now, we may have a building, Chris, all about the arts and promoting and just an open market.
Maybe a studio with working internet.
All of that. And you might be right in there with us. We might be that dope, Chris, and you could be in the studio with us in the building and open market.
Sweeping the floors.
No, I would hope not. I would hope not, Chris. I ain't gonna wish that on you. I ain't gonna wish that on you, Suge White. Only if you went to jail, you did something.
I'd be a trustee. You think I'd be good? You think they'd trust me?
And then you had to come out of jail. We gotta give you a job so you can stay on the scene, keep you off the streets.
Threaten me? I'll tell your PO. You don't clean that floor. And by the way, I sweep the floors here, so
well, you know what?
No shame there.
Y'all all kick in to do that, and plus, housekeeping services are expensive.
Oh yeah, you don't pay for that.
She the one coming there and wash the dishes.
Who?
Kiara's Henry.
She hadn't been washing dishes here in a long time.
I know when I come in there, I wash the dishes.
There are no dishes. Get it, B. Do the Cash App dance.
I wash the cup.
Out of the wine glass you drank out of?
All of that.
There it is. If you like the show, it's free. It's every week. It's here on the Two Funny Mamas channel. If you want to make B dance, you want to get in on the action, you want to contribute to the show, $ B-Phlat on Cash App. Show her how much you love her. Shout out to Missy Shue. DZ, we're going to send you a Cash App. $ Chris R. Denman. Cheryl Merrow says I'm funny. Oh, that's nice. MM starting a Cash App internet fund. It's got to be the way. I promise you, we pay all our bills. Dr. Kim J's here. Oh, Joy and Heaven send her here. It's a good time.
Well, let me keep it pushing because we got a lot to get through. Let me go ahead and give a shout out right quick to Ann and let her know on our 120th episode, which is on April 16th, which happens to be our fan celebration party and my birthday.
I can't. Do you ever just stop? You have so much going on. It is crazy. You're promoting the promotion of the next promotion.
That's right, because I want Ann to get ready because I picked her as my fan favorite.
Oh, that's great.
Everything. The Mighty Kind, the flash rags, the shirts, She makes all the projects. She does everything. She is my fan favorite. So I picked her to be live on the show with me on April 16th, which is my birthday, our 120th celebration. And we're going to be drinking Mighty Kind. And I'm asking people to submit recipes. I'm going to pick one for us to drink. We got a lot going on, Chris. We got a lot going on.
You really
Plus,
do.
a new t-shirt contest courtesy of John. John wants to do sayings, not just the things that I say. If people have great sayings, he wants to feature them on shirts to go along with our new Fruit Girl and Magenta sweatshirts and hats and all that stuff. So I'll be running more information about that next week. But people should start thinking about if they want to submit. Even Sophia, who submitted her cat scat shirt and her what did I the splits cooking splits.
I don't know.
Whatever people want, we're gonna do a contest and pick. And John has a surprise for some people regarding how we're
look at By Jack looking out for the Picassos.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I love, that we're a family and we all come together to just try to come up and level up. So yes, I start thinking about t-shirt sayings. We definitely want to feature some sayings and some funny stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, tonight's DYK, it's interesting. Dee Snow is a comedian. She actually lives in Tacoma, out of Chicago. And she submitted this information, and I was saving it for after Women's History Month so that I could feature her great, great, great grandfather. So it's interesting to know that we have a Picasso who is, her grandfather is a black first. So that's a first. Today is history that we know a Picasso who is connected to a black first. So with that being said, her great 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 grandfather, she researched this information. I had all of it, and I checked it, verified it, and all of that. It's James W.C. Pennington.
Wow.
He's the first known African American to graduate from Yale University.
Oh my.
Exactly. So shout out to James W.C. Pennington. 1807 to 1870, an American historian, abolitionist, orator, minister, writer, and a social organizer. First known black student at Yale University. And Pennington wrote and published what is considered the very first history of blacks in the United States, the origin and the history of colored people in 1841. So shout out to Dee Snow's great, great, great grandfather. That's some good information.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's what's up. Thank God for what is it called? Those ancestry like .com and things like that where you can but she said they had already knew this in her family because they've already been documenting things. But I like apps like that and different things like that where you can go back and search things and find out interesting information about your family members. So
yeah, very nice.
To know that she's a Picasso,
yeah,
comedian, all that. She was on a Brief and Bake and gave us that information months ago. I looked it up and I was like, you know what? It's the right time for everything. So I wanted to save it for now.
Very cool. Well, congratulations on that. That's awesome.
All right. So I have a very interesting thing that just came up today. It's an emergency frugal flip. Well, before I jump into that, last week I mentioned how I start out on something. So I started working on some things for my sister's house because I do have to do her flip in the fall. So because I didn't have Shawnee's pictures to work with. And thank you, Shawnee, for sending me the photos today, which I will have some things to show next week. We'll have drawings on since she's my flip for Jersey coming up in June. First week in June. Anyway, second week in June. Make a long story short, I started working on some stuff because my sister loves green. Every room in her house is green, a shade of different green, and she loves ladybugs. So she has this fetish for like burgundies and reds. So
it just doesn't have to be a fetish.
It is because she loves ladybugs. She has like this ladybug fetish. watches and purses and jewelry and different things, all things ladybugs. Kind of like with me and birds. But I don't be wearing birds and shit. I don't be wearing no bird pen and bird to be wearing ladybug earrings and shit like that. Exactly. Anyway,
Damn. Did she enjoy the film Ladybugs?
I never even knew there was a film called Ladybugs.
Yeah, you wouldn't have watched that.
No. Anyway,
Rodney Dangerfield.
Well, anyway, I started working on.
If you're keeping track at home, I've said about 8 things that B just ignores and pisses her off.
You be thinking, Chris, Lord, if you don't go to open mic night, you and Larry, if Larry don't help you work through your comedy set.
I get bored, so I gotta mess with you. Sorry, I'm being stupid.
I want you to work on your sarcasm because you be doing it like Ask a White Man, and we looking for the Chris Deasy. We looking for the Suge White over here.
That's right.
Won't he do it?
That's right. Won't he do it?
Anyway, I got a lot to get to, Chris.
All right, please do.
Show Jada's extra bedroom in the attic, which she's turning into her ladies' lair closet. I got to figure this out for her. So I'm definitely doing something with this ugly ass dresser. And I'm probably going to paint it green. We're going to spray paint it green. I don't know what shade of green yet. So this is what I was working on. I want to show, the next photo shows the wall that I'm moving this dresser to once I paint it green. And do something with that other little jewelry cabinet. And change out the hardware on it and make it a little more modern. So the next photo shows the wall where I want to move it. That's all of that got to get finished and mudded and sanded and all that great stuff. So the next photo shows my first pass at a drawing. These are the things that I never show. And that's what I was saying last week. I always show when it's done. And like if I've done like 2 or 3 different passes on something. But this is like my first pass and I don't even like it. But that's when I just kind of look at it and be like, okay, I'm going to light something up and do something different. But I'm still sticking with the green. I just wanted to kind of show that. That's what I was working on while I didn't have Shanny stuff to actually work on. So now, as of April 25th, I am flying into St. Louis. We have to do an emergency flip in a basement. My aunt's basement got flooded in Kirkwood. I don't even know. This is going to be interesting because I don't know. You can go ahead and throw a photo up, Deja. I don't know what I'm getting into. I just know we're not buying shit. We're not going out to get nothing. Because she got everything. But most of these things are like waterlogged.
That gets bad real quick.
We have 4 days to do this. I'm going to be there from the 25th through the 28th. Shantae is not flying in for this. This is one of them. I'm just going to be taping it on my phone and iPad and really just throwing shit away. We're hiring a dumpster that'll be in the garage, right in the carport. And we have to get it in order because she has some people coming in to spend the night for a celebration of June. So the family is getting together to do this in 4 days. So the next photo, this is a hoarder. As you can see, look at all this.
It could be way worse.
I know her. This is my auntie. And it's a mess. She got like thousands of shoes and clothes and shit.
Yeah.
We put all of that shit out. Anything that's funky and smell mildewy, I'm not looking through it. We're only going to keep the things that we can use to set this basement up and make it nice and comfortable for people to sleep down there and spend the night. Because it has rooms down there. So we got to get it together. So I booked the tickets today. They was like, look at that box. You can see that box is rotted out.
Yeah, it's not good. Down
there. You see all them shoes in the background, Chris, stacked up in them bins.
Yeah.
She has like millions of getting rid of stuff. So it's like, it's about 5 of us that's going to really get to work in there the first 2 days and then have, everybody else come help us stage it and really clean it and make it look nice. We have 4 days, more than the 2 that I normally take. But so, like I said, we're just working with what we have. But now that they fixed it and got a sump pump, we got a lot of stuff to get rid of. So yeah, that's my emergency flip that I'll be doing April 25th through the 28th in St. Louis, Missouri.
You gonna be hanging out at Midcoast Media?
Of course I am, and I have a meeting at the 21C Hotel. Yeah, I'm moving right along. Let me go in and jump into the DIY. Oh, I am moving right along. I love it. I love it.
Tight show.
Yes, and see, this is why Ann Carruthers. I'm sorry, is going to be my fan favorite on the 16th because she's always doing something, Chris. So she did the frame project where you just take like some fabric with the pillowcases or just old pieces of fabric, or I use bedding to
Mm-hmm.
make like a frame. Then you can make little pockets to sit at your desk, either at home or at work, where you can keep things in them that you may think are significant, like you need to get your hands right on, like a key card or
Yeah.
an ID, that kind of thing. So this is one that she made from a pillowcase that she hangs by her bed so she can access the things that she needs at night. So I like that. So you see how she took a frame, she has some cord. I think she put some cardboard behind it so that she could stick the pins in it, pop
Mm-hmm.
up, and she mounted it on her wall. So
Nice.
the next photo. Thank you, Anne, for doing these projects. The next photo shows where she has it on her wall. You see, she got her
Oh, that's cool.
nightcap there,
Oh, it's a
ear,
nightcap.
yeah, little bonnet, her earplugs. I don't know what that is on the pin. It look like a prescription or something, or I don't know what that is, but
Says something
whatever.
at Walgreens.
Yeah, I was about to, whatever the case is, she needs that by her bed at night. So she put it on the wall out of a frame and
She
a pillow.
sleeps with earplugs in. I'm kind of jealous of that. I'd be nervous.
You never know. Her husband might snore or something. You never know. So Ralph might snore. So she might have to, or he might be up watching television. Like a lot of, Dennis falls asleep, but I watch TV and he's knocked out. So you just never know. I watch TV till I fall asleep.
Yeah.
So the next thing I wanted to show really quick before I jump into me featuring my live DIY project is this really cute project that Edie does. Edie is Sherri's assistant, Sherri Shepherd's assistant. And I
Executive assistant.
yes, executive assistant. And I spent the night at Edie's when I was in New York. And I love her place. And it was amazing when I went into my guest room. She had this frame there. So she said what she does, anytime somebody stays in the guest room, she puts their photo there to make them feel at home. And she got that idea from Sherri. And I was like, oh, that's really cute because I ain't never had no damn picture of Sherri's house. But Sherri always has something on the bed for me, laid
Yeah.
out really nice. Yeah. So I thought this was a cool thing. So she said everybody that has stayed in that room, their photo is behind my photo. So she just switches them out. So if I stay again, she'll have that photo. I think that's really a cute way to welcome people into a guest
Mm-hmm.
room.
Yeah.
So that's this cute little DIY project, a picture of the person staying in the room. I thought that was super cute. So
Nice
with
work,
that,
Edie.
yes, and with that being said, I don't want Alicia Douglas to think that I forgot about her upholstery project. I'm waiting on some fabric to come from a fabric place that I ordered from. It wasn't Amazon. They didn't have quite what I was looking for, so that I could do a live show on how I'm going to upholster my chair in there. So I don't want her to think that I forgot about her doing that. But yeah, it's probably going to take about 20-30 minutes. So I'm going to cut things short just so I can get straight to doing the chair because I won't be able to prop it up on my good table. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show people my stick projects that I've been working on.
Okay.
Some things I'm doing. Yes. Chris, I appreciate you giving me the idea of doing live DIY projects. If I don't have a feature, just doing some things live.
It's helpful. Yeah.
I appreciate it. So I've been taking your advice. Just when you think I don't be listening to your ass, I'll be listening. You think that. You think I ain't never taken your advice, but I am. So as I'm really trying to get back in shape, get more motivated. Y'all know my thighs, God, I'm all thick up in here. Thick in the thighs, thick in there. I'm really trying to be more in my yoga room. And as I'm in it more, I'm seeing things that I don't have or things that I want. So I'm making things for my yoga room. So with that being said, I'm going to show you my stick project. And these are some things that I've done with a mirror. So if you would like, and I'm only doing this next week, If I hear from people via email saying, yes, I got my stuff, I'm ready to do it. I want to do the project live. So as you know, I'm going to have to step away from this table so that I can show things up close up front. But I'm going to show you a couple things. This is a vase that I have. This is my stick popsicle. And I'm going to show you how I do that. Did it. That's why I left these little spaces right in here blank. But this is something that I'm working on for my yoga room. This is a mirror. I have a whole little set of mirrors that were left over from when I put mirrors up in Dennis's entryway leading up to his workout space on the second floor. So I decided to decorate them with sticks. And the leftover pool chain, I have a whole roll of pool chain for like if you got an old school thing like in our garage and the chain breaks, you can replace the chain.
Nice.
So this mirror that I'm putting in my yoga room that I did with popsicle sticks, skewers, flat sticks, and the stick off of a fan from church. So I just want to kind of show you some tricks on this, especially when you're working with hot glue. And this is my little matching mirror that I'm going to hang at this angle in my yoga room. And I did a little drawing on it with permanent marker. And that's what I love about permanent marker because you can still clean it.
Sure.
I don't know if people can see this. I don't want the reflection to like blind people, but you can still clean it and the design won't come off. So that's the thing I love. I use the gold and black marker. So let me just show you a couple things really quick, especially working with a glue gun and some things that you have in your house you probably didn't even know that you can use. I'm going to show you some clean up tricks. That is another reason why I changed out the blade on this X-Acto knife because I've been working on this project. So, if you're doing something like this, and especially if you're working with a glue gun and you don't have sandpaper, ladies, gentlemen, everybody got an old file. So this is one of my old files that I use to sand old. If you work with a glue gun, you know there's always some lumps of glue. So I'm going to show you a couple tricks how to clean that up. I'm going to get as close as possible with this so people can see. This side, I've already sanded and it's smooth. And if you look at it closely, this is bumpy. So what you can do if you don't have sandpaper, once you're done with it, is just take a file and rub that old glue off. That's what I love about this. And then you just take a damp rag and wipe it down and make it nice and smooth. But this will get all the old and the pieces of uneven glue off. So that's why I use that. Make sure you have a paintbrush or something that the bristles are hard enough that you can do this to scrape everything off. And that will smooth it right out. Yeah, I wish everybody could feel that. But let me show you another trick. As you can see, I have this roll. Oh, I forgot to grab it. I have this roll of chain for when I'm replacing pull strings. For example, there's one in this closet, one in my heater closet, and when it broke and snapped, I just bought a roll of this. I can pop it in. But it's so much, I also use it as design work, for design work. So, when I was putting the little bead design on this mirror, I wanted these lines to be straight. These little pieces here. So the trick to working with a glue gun, you have to work quickly. What I would do is these pieces that I snapped off with some regular scissors, that's the great thing about balsa wood. These are balsa strips. These skewers are really thin, so you can definitely snap these with scissors. And these popsicle sticks, $1 for a pack of 70, are made out of balsa. And it's a really soft wood that you can wet and you can shape it and you can bend it. And that's what I did to fit on this vase. I wet these sticks and kind of shaped them because this vase is kind of concave in this area. So I wanted the sticks to kind of fit in there. But what I would do on this, getting back to this mirror, if I wanted these little beads here to be straight, what I would do is take two pieces of like a piece of broken stick and put it side by side. Let me show that. I would just put it side by side like this and quickly pull it just to keep this straight, to make a straight line so that the glue doesn't drag. Because that's the thing about a glue gun. Once it starts to dry, it starts to turn like a plasticky color. And if you don't work with it quickly, it'll drag and look crazy. So here's another trick to clean up glue on your projects. This is what the X-Acto knife is for. So I'm going to show you, for example, when I put the glue on the sticks and I pressed on it really hard, it would make the glue spread beyond the stick. So a trick with the X-Acto knife is you can actually literally cut the excess glue off. You can cut the excess off just like this. I said excess, I meant excess. You can do just like that, and then you can lift it right up. See that? I know y'all don't see that little piece hanging, but but that was right along the side. That's how you can clean it up. So that's the great thing about having a really good, sharp X-Acto knife. All of these pieces, and I'll show this in the video, even where there's like little, that's the great thing about having a brush, because glue tends to be stringy. You can just take your brush and just clean all that up. And like I said, there's a big smear here. If you can see that, it's blurry on my screen. I'm going to put it up close so they can see this right here. That can be cut right off with the X-Acto knife. So I just slice along the side of the stick and then take the tip like that and lift it right off. See that? I know you see that. So now that gives you a clean edge. Now you see that clean edge, and it's a clean glass. So that's the great thing about having a sharp tip and not worrying about if your project is going to look like somebody did it in the second grade. So
that's smart.
Yeah, you want it to be really clean. So that's one of the things I did on here. I cleaned up the lines and all the excess glue and the big bubbles with the X-Acto. I keep calling this an X-Acto knife. I'm sorry. With the carpet cutter. But yes, so next week, this will be finished. And I'm going to do a video where you can actually show it. But I would love for people to do this project live, because I'm actually going to paint a few of these, and I'm going to have it the same colors that I'm going to have it hanging up in my yoga room. But one of the things I do want to show is how I'm going to clean these lines up. Once this glue is really, really set, I want it to get really cold, because they're so thin. If I start to cut alongside of them, it may make them, pop off or move away. But the longer that it sets, the harder it cures, and then it's easier to cut. So that's why I'm just going to let this sit for a while before I start working on it. And then I'm going to show you how it's going to hang. So this comes with a little clip on the back that I'm not using. I'm actually going to use double-sided stick tape right on the wall at an angle like this. So this will kind of fly in my yoga room. And I'm going to have the vase sitting right underneath it. So I'm going to sit this to the side and show you a quick trick with these leftover pieces that I have that I'm putting on this vase. So let me move this out of the way.
While you do that, we got a couple comments in the live chat. Everybody's having a good time, but Jamie wants to know if she can just buy it from you and not have to make it.
Oh, it's so simple to make it, and it's relaxing. That's the purpose of doing things like this, so that you can relax your mind, calm your nerves.
Dr. Kim J says, are you going to paint? Dr. Kim J wants to know if you're going to paint or stain the sticks.
I'm going to paint some of the sticks. And that's what I'm going to do next week live. I'm going to show how I use this CD to actually draw the circle with, I have some extra mirrors. So I'm going to show how I use CD, just something round to draw within here. That's what I use to, same thing, I use the circle to set the outline for how to line these sticks and how to line up this chain. I just drew a circle on it with the marker. And then I just started, gluing everything along it. And then once it's cured, then I started clipping these ends and making it look weird. I just laid everything out and then just started. I never really cut the stuff until it was done because I wasn't sure of what I wanted it to look like. But I kind of like this crazy little sunburst. And like I said, these are pieces from the fan at church. So I just kept the fan, tore the stick off, and just kind of, I'm still not done gluing the rest of these pieces on, but I think I'm going to enjoy this in my yoga room.
Very nice.
Thank you. Really quick on this and how I gauge these. I just kind of did it like a brick pattern, like every other stick. So what I would do is these little pieces that I have left over, as you can see, that's part of the fan. I kept them all in, like, keep everything in this little Haagen-Dazs cup. What I would do is pieces that I may have left over from the popsicle stick, I might fit it in here and say, oh, I want it to go here or there. So as you can see, one of the sticks, actually this one just came off. I'm going to show you how I gauge my space. Let me just grab this. And remember, I'm working with a crazy hot glue gun that's very dangerous. If you do not know how to use it, it will burn the shit out of you. So you have to be really careful in how you handle it. Put this right there. So I just stuck that one right here in this space. It's super simple. It doesn't have to have any kind of rhythm, any rhyme, or any pattern. However you want to do it. So if I'm doing them down here at the bottom, I'll just take a stick. These are my cutting shears for fabric, but I'm just using them and cutting at any angle. So if I want that might be too short. This one I think is perfect. So I'm just going to put it right next to that one. This is a simple, cute project. Grocery stores have plenty of popsicle sticks, craft places. And then I'm using little pieces like this to fill in spaces there. So this piece is obviously too long for that space, so I'm just going to cut it once, see if it fits. I think that's perfect. And I'm going to let this be the last one, and then I'm going to move on. Because next week, like I said, all of this will be finished, and I'll show you how it's done. So I just put a little piece in there. So actually I just have this little bit there left to do, and this will be finished. Now this, I'm not going to paint or do anything, but I want it to look natural, just like this. I like it just like this. And I'm only adding a few pops of color to the mirror, but we'll see all of that next week. But this is an easy stick project, like I said. And like I said, you can use the combination of all kind of different lengths. Like I said, these are skewers for barbecuing. So I just use whatever I have. That's the whole point of frugal flipping. Using the things that you already have. So with that being said, if you got a mirror or a vase and next week you're ready to do it live, I can show you actually how I start and how we finish. And we can get it popping. Popping with the popsicle sticks. And you know I save everything. I don't get rid of nothing because you just never know what you may need. There you have it. Now, Chris, wasn't that easy and simple? You pretty good.
Oh, you did great. And other than me annoying people by breathing into the mic, I think everything's good.
I wonder what that was, but I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I didn't realize how sensitive this mic was. So yeah, my bad. Sorry about that.
Well, you know what? I can't complain, Chris, as long as our streaming is working. It ain't buffering. If you gotta breathe in the mic hard because
but I don't have to. I thought it was on a different setting. I hate that when people do that on podcasts too. So my bad.
Well, are you ready? Are you ready, Chris? You ready for the irks and works and the Ask Chris Deasy?
Irk and work me.
All right, well, let me go ahead and do the irks and works. This came in from Jennifer Spencer. Shout out to Picasso Spencer. She said, here's her frustration. When the recyclable truck comes through the neighborhood and leaves a bunch on the road or the curb, they are irked by the people that don't go out into the front of their house and pick up their trash. The word, pick up your trash. It's your own responsibility. I agree.
They must live in St. Louis.
Or Philadelphia, because I do it all the time. Every time they dump something and turn the trash cans over, it be shit left out there. I just get it up. Because I know ain't nobody in my neighborhood. They not going to come out. They just get their trash can and take it up, or their recycling. They're not going to pick up the extra stuff that was left behind. But they should. It is their responsibility. So I agree with Jennifer on her irks and works. Pick your own shit up. Say it again, Chris.
Pick your own shit up.
That's right. Pick your own shit up. Thank you, Jennifer Spencer. We got two Ask Chris D's. One came in from B Squared and the other one from Laia Morris.
Wow.
Laia. Now, you know I got to have some music when I do the Chris D's.
It's an important segment. Yeah. Deja's young and turned, and she plays the music.
Oh.
Perfect. Incredible.
Chris, I'm going to take myself to death.
Wow.
I got to do whatever I got to do to lose the weight. I got to burn a lot of calories once I get up because I got to get this off of me. I got to get ready for boots and booty shorts. Essence Festival.
You're killing it. When's Essence Festival? July
4th weekend, yes. The 4th through the 8th, I will be right in New Orleans. All right.
There's a big party in St. Louis July 2nd.
Oh, the Bell Prophet Parade.
Oh, no. That wasn't what I was talking about.
Oh, all right. Well, first ask Chris Deasy. Now, I don't know what this is, and maybe somebody does, but we may get it clarified. Chris, do you like sock shoes or sock shoe? Right.
Socks, shoes, socks, shoes.
Or sock.
Oh, so it would be like putting on both socks and then shoes, or sock, shoe.
Wait a minute.
I think that's what they mean.
Do you do sock, shoe, or sock, shoe? Oh, like, do you put on a sock and then a shoe? And then a sock and then a shoe? Or do you put on both your socks and then both your shoes?
Both socks, then both shoes. Do people do one sock and one shoe on each side at a time?
I do.
Well, there. You should be getting a check, too.
This sock on, I put this shoe on. When I put this sock on, I put this shoe on.
I go sock, shoe.
Got it. Sock, shoe. I thought that was a dance.
Sock,
Sock,
shoe.
Sock, shoe. Okay.
Sock, shoe. Okay.
Thank you, Laila. Well, we cleared that up. You do sock, shoe. All right, Chris. This came in from B Squared, and she wants to know, have you ever had white lightning?
The stripper?
It do got a question mark by it, so I can guess it can pertain to anything.
I don't know. Is that a drink? Sounds like moonshine.
Yeah, it is moonshine. Have you ever had white moonshine?
It's possible, but not to my knowledge.
You never had moonshine?
I've had moonshine. I mean, is any moonshine white? I thought it was a brand.
No, I'm talking about like somebody made the moonshine. They got it out the freezer and brought it to the party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I grew up in the country. Yeah. People did that kind of stuff.
So you've had white lightning?
Probably. I've drank a few things.
Okay.
There's been some of that. Yeah. And here, how about one from the audience? Here we go.
Okay. That'll work.
Deer's Way. Chris, my white coworkers have been begging me to try macaroni and cheese with black olives. Why can't y'all just leave stuff alone? I take offense to the y'all part. That, first of all, if this is true, if this is not made up and just a trope that you found on Twitter, I have never in my life, I don't like black olives personally. I mean, I'm sure there's an application. They're fine. I've never heard of that. So y'all, that ain't my y'all.
Yeah, that ain't what you say. That's not Ask a White Man.
Yeah.
Suge Knight.
That's right. That's not Suge White. I've honestly never heard of that.
I never heard of that either. I love black olives, but I never heard of them in macaroni and cheese. Oh, what are y'all doing to the food? This green bean casserole bullshit. And then y'all be having the raisins.
No, that's not true. That is made up. Nobody's been like, oh, my German grandmother taught me to. Nobody puts raisins in.
I done been over so many white people I was naming show that damn shredded carrot casserole with raisins in it.
What's that?
Who does that? It's like shredded carrots. It's like a casserole, like a cold dish to eat, and it be having raisins in it and walnuts, and it's shredded carrots. Only my white friends eat it.
No, I've never heard of that either.
Yeah, it's raisins, walnuts, and shredded carrots, and like a vinaigrette sweet sauce served cold. And now y'all got the macaroni with the olives in it.
No, we don't. No, I don't. Deer's Way says she did not make it up. My coworkers said it's the bee's knees. Okay, now you're.
Oh
my. One day.
All right, Chris. We moving right along. It's 10:15. I got 2 flyers to show. And we can call it a night until next Tuesday.
Oh.
We back at it.
That's right.
Look at that. I did this on purpose because I ain't want you reading all that shit.
You cleaned it up, huh?
I sure did. I was like,
well,
make Chris be reading flyers all night.
From Hillside to Hillside, New Jersey to Los Angeles, California, and everywhere in between. Even a motorcycle club block party in June.
That's right. Yeah,
come see B-Phlat all across the country. Check it out at bphlat.com.
Thank you, Chris. And I'm posting it tomorrow. Let everybody see. And plus, it's on the website. And I'm trying to just keep it clean and simple so we don't have to be reading all of that stuff on Shine Ready Comedy Birthday Bash. Because you know they ain't on the website. You got to get tickets from like 9 people. And I ain't want you I ain't want you guys to read all 9 names in the phone number.
We can't do this, so had a good one for Ask Chris Deasy. Real quick, how many salts do I have in my cabinet? He has 5 different types of salts. I just stick with the one. I try not to do too much salt. I'm pretty husky. I don't need to be adding a bunch of salt. So
I got about 4. Pink Himalayan salt, a regular salt, a garlic pepper salt for cooking.
Yeah. Like what else would they be for?
Well, no, you know what?
Decoration?
I don't like to add a lot, but I like to sprinkle it. Like at the end of when I'm done cooking, I'll take the pink Himalayan salt and maybe throw it on like a sprinkle of something. Yeah. It ain't like I'm boiling it in the water and cooking the pasta in it and all of that. A different salt for different things. It's for the look, aesthetic.
I don't like it.
Well, anyway, I like.
Who said that? Who said that?
Well, Chris,
that was a Philadelphia man said that. It's for the look. I don't like it. Will Smith.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. Well, you probably sang along to it.
I'm going to be putting in my new order for Mighty Kind since it's April, and I'm all out. I'm all out of Mighty Kind. Can you believe it?
I can.
I am. So I'm about to put my order in for April. I'm about to go ahead and dance out on the Cash App for Sherri, Kelly, and Irina. Yes, I am. I'm about to go
Beautiful.
And get it with them as we close out and say thank you for joining me another Tuesday, and I hope to see y'all next.
Here, let's do a little pose. What do you say?
Is this our picture before the picture?
This is our picture.
This is our picture before the picture?
This is our picture. We're doing the picture now.
Hey, let me do it now. No, I'm ready to do my dance.
All right, let's dance. Buyjack.com/B-Phlat for all of your merch. Come back next week. We'll be here. Thanks to Deja. Thanks everybody for tuning in. B-Phlat's back next Tuesday. Be sure to tune in. We've got a Two Funny Mamas probably tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Oh.
Love this music.
Oh.